I shivered, imagining the icy water closing over my head. If Kai hadn't grabbed me... Obviously, I'd been sleepwalking again. This was getting downright dangerous. Not that I would admit that while accusations were being heaped on my head. It was my nature to fight back. "Stop shouting at me!" I twisted against his hold, but his fingers and thumbs dug into my wrists like burrs. I gave him a swift, hard kick in the shin. "Let go!" With a brusque oath in Sudesian, Kai moved back, keeping hold of my wrists. "You've bruised me enough for one night, don't you think, Princess?" Had I already lashed out while dreaming? I scanned his body for cuts and bruises, then realized I was staring. His bare chest rose and fell with harsh breaths, the lantern light painting his lean muscles with loving attention to detail. "Couldn't you have put on a shirt?" I snapped, averting my eyes. "You're lucky I bothered to pull some breeches on." He finally let go of my wrists, watching me for signs of imminent attack before continuing. "I was dead asleep. If I'd taken the time to dress, you'd be swimming the vast sea right now. Or, more likely, sinking to the bottom with fish nibbling at your pretty little toes." "I apologize for making your life so difficult." I crossed my arms over my wrinkled nightgown, annoyed more at myself than him. When would the sleepwalking end? It made me feel so powerless, so out of control. While Kai started pacing in silent agitation, I turned to grip the rail and stared down at the barely visible roll of waves, waiting for the world to make sense again. Though I couldn't grasp the images from my dream, the sense of urgency and loss weighed heavily on me. Eurys's laugh still rang in my ears. That memory was eerily clear, raising goose flesh over my scalp. I shuddered and rubbed my arms, looking around for some distraction. Above soaring masts and full white sails, the sky lay black and clear, studded with diamonds. A suggestion of pink edged the horizon, hinting at dawn. I realized that several crew members were staring at me, as if waiting to see what mad thing I would do next. As the ship hit a swell, the planks groaned, and it sounded to my guilty ears like a judgment on my irrational behavior. "You can all go back to your posts," I told the sailors. I didn't need their nervous stares to make me feel any worse. "I'm the captain," Kai said with grim conviction, stalking back to me. "I'll be the one to tell them to get back to their posts." He jerked his chin at the crew. "Get back to your posts." The night watch scurried away. Kai came to lean on the rail next to me, his voice pitched lower but no less fierce. "This can't go on. I told you last time that you should bar me in my cabin at night." "As if that'll stop you. You could just burn the door down." I threw up my hands. "I don't know what you want me to do, Kai." "You were fine for weeks. Why have you started wandering the decks in your sleep these past few nights?" I wish I knew. Ever since I'd destroyed the throne of Sood and taken the fireman axe into my heart, I'd had an increase in vivid dreams involving tunnels, shadows, and enclosed spaces, but only in the last week had I started sleepwalking. The crew reported my midnight wanderings to the captain, Kai, and he was the one who shook me awake and led me back to bed. "If you would let me post guard outside your door," he began. "No! Then Arcus will know something is wrong. He'll overreact. You know he will." Arcus had enough to worry about. He had a kingdom to rebuild now that his brother's devastating rule had ended, and yet he couldn't focus on that until we stopped Eurus from opening the Gate of Light, wherever that might be. If we failed, a horde of Minax would break free from the Obscurum, the underground prison created by the goddess Cirrus, and the world would be populated by mortal puppets possessed by bloodthirsty shadows. Don't think like that. I had to focus on the next task, giving Brother Thistle the creation of the throne.